For 3 months, this man Carti recorded his album in a literal cave. If that's not the most vamp thing that you guys have ever heard, I don't know what is. Playboi Carti's Rollout is finally starting, and there is so much proof behind it and things to back this up that a tear is shedding from my eye, because I think that this new album is a lot closer than all of us think. So Carti recently did an interview with a German magazine, and even though most of it is just him yapping about random stuff, and you guys know, if you watch my videos, I love yapping, but there is some stuff in there that we can dissect, take apart, along with other artists posting different things to their socials that could really hint to this rollout really getting started. And not only that, literal boatloads of other information hinting at this as well, so let's get into it. And before we talk about Carti's next rollout, if you're new here or have watched before and you enjoy the videos, subscribe, like the video, it helps my channel out a lot. I'm a small channel, so all the support is very, very appreciated. Now back to this magazine interview. I'll cut this thing down so you guys don't have to read the whole thing. That's what we do here, OTN. We hate reading and you guys just listen to me. So we saw these photos a few days ago and the full interview is finally here. Now what I take away from this is that Carti is saying that the album is being recorded in many different places. And some of those places that he mentioned in this interview are Paris, Atlanta, a glass house in the hills, and apparently a fucking cave. You can't make this shit up. But Carti would not say this or clear the magazine if there wasn't something coming relatively soon, in my opinion. I know everyone likes to joke and say that Carti isn't dropping until 2050, but looking at this thing realistically, there could be an album within the next month or two. I don't think Carti needs a huge rollout. He posts one thing and the whole internet's eyes are on him and everyone starts freaking out and everyone is saying that he needs this giant rollout, but he really doesn't, because he immediately gets everyone's attention whenever he does anything. And along with this, his tour is coming up very soon, with the first date being November 19th, starting as the international dates, and those end on December 4th and then start up again late January for the US. But that is giving the time frame of the whole month of December, or dropping in the middle of the tour or before the tour. All of those dates are possible for Carti to drop. I mean, all of Opium have dropped an album at this point, Ken, Lone, Homicide Gang, so it's bound for the same thing to happen with Carti, especially with a new tour. I mean, he's been performing Whole Lotta Red for 3 years at this point. This next time, if he performs Whole Lotta Red, it's gonna be my 6th time seeing that set. And I guess that's a little bit on me, but still, I see Carti every time he comes around town or at a festival, so I don't think it's that crazy to say that I want a new set list. And if you guys don't remember, what started the Whole Lotta Red rollout when we got really close to that finally dropping was a GQ interview, and then the album dropped a month later. Carti also says in this interview that this is his best project that he has ever made. Now this is probably just him gassing himself up, his new project and work, but I don't know. Right now Carti has never missed with any of his albums. I know it's not a big discography, but you gotta give Carti credit. A ton of hit songs from his first 2 albums, and then with Whole Lotta Red influencing so much music in not only the underground but in mainstream rap, and honestly a lot of performance style in rap and hip hop these recent years has been changed because of Carti. So I mean, he's able to change stuff. You got to give it to him, and it's going to be considered a classic in 5 years time. And if you don't believe that, I don't know what to tell you. Actually, I do. You're wrong. And that puts a lot of pressure on him for this new album, and Carti obviously knows that. He has all these eyes on him, and honestly, that is probably another reason that this album is taking so long. He really needs this thing to be absolutely perfect. But I won't talk about that topic in this video, because I will have another video talking about all of that on my channel, going a lot deeper in the future, so subscribe if you would be interested in that. Now the last thing that I think could be very important to this rollout, and if you are watching this after November 5th and my prediction does happen, then you will know what I'm talking about before I even say it in this video, most likely. And to all of the doubters, I told you so. So I'm sure all of you know that Travis Scott is on tour right now. And by the way, if you love concerts, definitely hit that show. I was at opening night and it was an amazing show. Travis never disappoints. But getting back to topic, he has SoFi Stadium in California sold out on November 5th. We have seen a few different guests come out with Travis, Offset, Rob 49, and probably will see a ton more as this tour goes on. And and he posted on his story a bunch of different Utopia songs, with everything being pretty normal, but Fiend was one of them. But on the Fiend one, he covered up the feature with emojis not showing it. You guys can see the picture on the screen right now. It feels like something is trying to be hyped up, especially with this show very, very close. Every other one, you can see it really clearly. My theory is that Travis is going to bring out Carti on November 5th at SoFi Stadium, and everyone will be freaking out that Carti is there, and it's going to build up a ton of stuff for the rollout. Videos will get posted everywhere, and like I said, this will play a very big part in the rollout. And this would be a huge part for both of their careers. Travis is the first ever rapper to completely sell out this stadium, and besides a festival and maybe the Donda 2 performance, this would most likely be Carti's biggest performance in front of a crowd of all time. And who knows, maybe they could play something unreleased. We saw at Carti's birthday party a new song with Travis Scott being previewed. This was a few weeks ago, but if you don't remember or didn't know about it at all, here is the snippet of the song. So yeah, it's super fire. There was one with Uzi too, but that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, and it was leaked, so it will probably never see the light of day. So yeah, I think this, even though it was a while ago, has a chance of being played at SoFi Stadium if it's on Carti's new album, and why wouldn't Travis promote it if he's on it as well, especially with what I showed you guys before and what Travis is teasing on his story. I know this is a really big long shot, but if I'm right, this would literally be insane. But yeah, that's my prediction on what will happen within the next few days, and if I'm wrong, it is what it is. I'm just having fun trying to figure out how this weird ass rollout is going to play out. Obviously, if anything is leaks or speculation, like I always say, take it all with a grain of salt. The magazine obviously was completely real and literally straight from Carti himself, but this whole thing with Travis is me speculating. So yeah, don't leave a comment saying that I'm saying that this is fact. It's not. It's just what I think will happen within the next few days. And if it doesn't, you guys can just roast me like you usually do in the comments. I'm going to give you permission this time to do it if you really want to, because I deserve it if I'm completely wrong. Definitely a ton more Carti videos coming up in the future. I already have a few planned, but even if you like other artists, I make videos on all different people and artists in music. TikTok and Instagram content are coming very soon. It's gonna be daily content. I know there's nothing there right now, and I said it like a week ago that there was gonna be stuff, but trust me, let me cook up the good content for you guys. I want it to be quality. I don't want no McDonald's popping out content every 5 seconds that's super low quality. I care about you guys and don't want you guys consuming some bullshit. Also, if you want to participate in the short form Instagram TikTok style content, I will be doing some community driven videos. Just hit up the Discord, link in the description and in the pinned comment. We have a great community growing there, and you can be in a video like I said. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe and like if you enjoyed, and on that note,